Fact. Every guitar player that has ever lived has struggled with certain guitar techniques at different points of their lives. It's true for me. I know it's true for you, and I guarantee you it was true for even the most famous guitar players. Today we're going to talk about one of those struggles and how to achieve going faster on the guitar. Let's do it. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Truth Guitar Method. My name is Joel. You can call me Joel, son of Cesar. And yes, my dad's name really is Cesar. So welcome, man, to lesson number 10 in the beginner guitar journey level 1. Man, we made it to the last lesson in the first section of the Truth Guitar training, guys. So lesson 10 is called Speeding Things Up. I know that if you have been practicing, if you have been following the videos, and you've been doing this diligently, I know that within you, you've got a desire to go faster. So today, we're going to discuss some exercises or techniques that you can use and apply them to the guitar routine that you already have to achieve faster fingers on the left hand, faster picking hand, faster fingers on the right hand. Let's go, man. Let's get started. Here we go. Before we get into the playing, you're going to need a metronome. It's kind of like a best friend. I mean, real friends will tell you when you're good and they'll tell you when you're being stupid. He does the exact same thing. When you start going faster than what you're able to, or you start to get out of hand in your playing, and this little guy is on, he'll remind you how much you suck and how much you need to go back and do things slower and more effectively. This is why you need a metronome in your life. He is your best friend. I guarantee it. So from the example that you just heard, I took 3 chord shapes that I already knew, and I just combined my fingers in different arpeggio patterns, and I just went for it. I created it literally 5 minutes ago, and then I did it at 60 beats per minute, and then at 80 beats per minute, and then at 100 beats per minute. And then instead of going to 120, I went ridiculous to 140. So here's what I learned. In creating it, I have not really warmed up my right hand. And I couldn't tell that, I knew that I had not warmed up my right hand, but it's like I couldn't tell that I hadn't warmed up my right hand until I hit 140. When I hit 140, I could feel that my hand just felt different. It did not feel warmed up. Now, I feel confident enough that if I had warmed up, for 10, 15 minutes beforehand, I might have nailed the 140 with my hand already all warmed up. Now, here's what I could tell. At 60 beats per minute, it was so comfortable to play. It was nice to listen to. very achievable. At 80 beats per minute, I could tell that my fingers were good to go, my mind was good to go, but my mind was insecure about getting to that speed. When I'd hit 100 beats per minute, then I started to give in to the insecurity of going faster. I still was able to achieve it, but I wasn't 100% sure I was going to nail it. And when I hit 140, I could feel my fingers were not ready at that very moment. I was very insecure about it. And I mean, you heard it. I failed miserably. Like, it still sounded like something that you might want to hear, but it was not in time and it was not played very well. This is why you need a metronome. Now, that was something I created for 5 minutes. If I've been practicing that little arpeggio for a couple of weeks, I guarantee you I might have been able to nail it at 140, maybe. But only time could tell. Now, the reason you need the metronome is because you got to be able to analyze what's going on in your mind and your body as you're playing. This is what I'm talking about when I say learning beyond the strings. It's not just about the strings and the guitar. It's a mind game and it's a physical game with your body. So, here's what you need to do. I'm going to go ahead and give you some more examples. And I want you guys to apply this metronome of speeding things up, this idea of speeding things up. I want you to apply it to the rest of your playing in all parts of your guitar routine. You know, when it comes to chords, you know, play the chords at a slow BPM, at a really insane fast BPM, and the two in between. That's what I'm talking about when I'm saying play with your metronome. Now, you've heard it as you go through the lessons. I always say, do it with the metronome. If you feel comfortable enough, go. But now, lesson 10, you kind of got to go back and kind of restart over, but with the intention of becoming aware of how you're playing and how your fingers feel and what your mind is feeling as you're playing. Make sure that you guys have your 4 BPM markings. A slow, a super ridiculously fast one that you're almost guaranteed you're going to fail at, and then the 2 markings in between that you are like 80 to 100% sure you're going to nail. Remember, the slow speed is so that you can force your mind to have to think about what you're doing, okay? And then the really, really fast one is so that when you fail, you realize what you are doing wrong, and then you become aware of that. And once you become aware, then you can attack those things and then go after the techniques that are going to get you to play that fast. And then the other two, well, we got to feel good about ourselves, right? The other two markings are going to be in between, one that you know you're going to nail for sure, and the other one is the one you're going to nail for sure on a good day, because every guitar player has a good day and a bad day. If I had to pick a bad day for me, today is a real bad day for playing. My fingers are just not moving. So, again, slow, two in-betweens, and a really fast one. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. And, you know, coming up soon, we got a lot more videos. June 14, I want to tell you something. June 14, I've got a special song coming up, and I kind of call it the Inner Child grouping of songs, and this will be the first song, the Inner Child, I guess you can say. So make sure you guys tune in June 14. Make sure you look out for that video. Guys, thank you so much. If you like this video, make sure that you hit subscribe, hit a like, and share the video with someone. All right, guys, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye-bye.